Hey, so we're here. I'm going to show you how to use the LUNO bed. I'm in a Tiffin GH1, but this bed system for the front cab area is applicable to Winnebago, Revel, Storytellers, that kind of thing. But we're in a Tiffin GH1, a 2025 Tiffin GH1. And the bed system I'm referring to is LUNO. And they're quite expensive, but I think they're worth every penny because it's perfectly fit and they're really easy to set up and tear down quickly. I think now, having used it for about a week, it's about a 5-minute proposition to get it set up, and the same thing to tear it down once you get used to it. It comes with 2 different inflatable pieces. One is the base that you see already laid down in the front.
And it
fits perfectly.
Yeah.
Right now you don't see it fitting perfectly. When it blows up, you'll see what happens. And there's a port here for inflating and deflating. Same thing for the mattress that'll go on the top. So this bottom section will rise to the level of the seats, and then the mattress will lay across that. And then you've got a nice room, and then you've got a fitted sheet that you can also have for the mattress there.
Nice.
That'll work perfectly. So let's go ahead and inflate it and see how that works. So I've got the charger here. I've had it charging on a USB port, but you've got 2 different settings, an inflation and a deflation. So you just move the adapter to the appropriate port, whichever function you're performing. So we'll push that into the inflate. I'll get down here so it'll be easier for you guys to see. And we'll just flip it on.
That's cool.
And then you seal that, and we're done with that piece. So now you've got it up to the level. You may have to shift it just a little bit to get it perfectly fitted, but that's pretty close there. I'll probably move the driver's side just a little bit. That's pretty good. So now we'll take out the next piece, which is the mattress. And they both fit really well into this bag. They left enough space there to when you are putting it back into the bag, it's not too difficult to put back in there. And if you fold this a certain way, it's pretty easy. These are always your kind of key to setting it up. So if you make sure that those are up and towards you for easy access.
And did you say there's a trick for the sheet?
Yeah, basically what you're going to want to do, and we won't do it in this video, but we would put the fitted sheet on before we inflate it. It has kind of, the corners have cutouts and they form fit around there. It's just a lot easier if you go ahead and put the fitted sheet on before you inflate it.
So you're not having to reach all the way over to the corner on the far side.
And it's a little bit tighter, when it inflates.
Yeah.
So it's harder to get the sheet on. You kind of have to step outside and open the driver's door or the passenger door.
Okay.
So what this allows you to do is do it all from inside the van without having to get out.
And you said we're in the Tiffin
GH1. 2025.
2025 Tiffin GH1.
So the same process here. There's a inflate and a deflate. So we will open up the inflate one. Do the same process as we just did for the other.
Nice.
Now you can kind of hear the pump
When it
change
gets-
the tone a little bit,
Yeah.
when it gets close. So it gets nice and tight, and at that point you would have the fitted sheet on. The thing that you have to contend with a little bit, depending on the size of the person or the build, you've got the steering wheel to contend with. So what I recommend is that you lay with your feet
down there
to the steering wheel side. That way
Okay.
you have plenty of room for your head and arms and so forth to move around. But we're on a little bit of a slope here, so it's not going to be perfectly level, but sometimes that can play a factor into
Yeah.
it as well. But,
No, that's awesome. Yeah, I'll give it a try and then we'll figure out if I can do this.
awesome. We pop this up and we're going to show how tall are you, sir?
6'1".
6'1". Holy crap. You got enough room there?
Huh? Oh, I'm already asleep.
So that's pretty
man.
good. So you guys can see how he's facing towards the back of the van, and that gives plenty of room for the steering wheel to not be in the way too much.
Yeah, and then I can see
you
like
really-
having a pillow right here
exactly.
where I could just like stretch a little bit. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
comfortable. It's
And you
really-
could actually scoot that way, just even a little bit more, and
Yeah.
still have more room for your head and so forth. So
I will say it's
That would
super
work.
comfortable. This mattress, I'm like 250 pounds. So,
seems supportive for you.
huh?
Seems supportive for you.
Yeah, and I'm like 250 pounds.
That's awesome.
6'1" in the Tiffin GH1 on this setup. It feels really good.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I think it's rated for a lot higher, so
Yeah.
even larger folks
Okay.
could still comfortably sleep in that. It's really just the length, I think, is the challenge there.
Yeah, but I can even stretch.
And,
like if I needed to, I can stretch like that,
that's true.
just to get a stretch for my legs. But I'm up to the window now, so I'm about as far.
Yeah,
as
if you were
I
to
can
scoot a little bit that way, I
Yeah.
think you'd still have plenty enough room between you and the steering wheel
Yeah.
there to be able to get a little bit more headroom there as
Yeah,
well.
I
So,
like it. It gets a thumbs up from me.
nice. Okay, so now we're going to go through the deflation process. We've woken up in the morning, time to kind of get things cleaned up and ready to hit the road again. So we're going to switch the adapter to the deflation side, and we will open up the deflation. Now you can do this without it, and you can kind of push it down, but it takes a lot longer to do that. So I just put this in here and deflate. And there you have it. It's
Yeah.
that quick. And then close in the deflate. Well, you can leave it open actually while you fold it up because there'll still be a little bit of air in there. So usually fold this over. You can see I've got kind of some crease, so I go part of the way there. And the same thing over here, part of the way. And then fold them both into the middle.
Yeah, we didn't cut any of the deflation sequence out.
So that's actually already ready to go into the bag. Just fold that over in half. We're ready to go. This can pop down into the bag, and you can kind of squish this down. You know, you got your deflation still open here. You can get a little bit of air out of it and close that in if
Nice.
you've got any. And that's ready to go in. I usually save this, put in second.
Yeah.
I put the more bulky piece in first into the bag.
Okay.
So we'll put this down on the floor and do the deflation on this one.
Nice.
That's about it. We'll leave this deflation open down here. And usually what I do is feed the either driver or passenger side in like that. And then the other side in like that. And then it's ready to kind of pull through here and fold over. Now, you could fold in this way, but it'll put your ports on the inside. So I usually like to go the opposite way with this one.
Okay.
And then just press it down and get all the remaining air out. I'll put it flat. Get that air out and put that in. And then this is really ready to, it's kind of clunky looking, but that's more than sufficient to get into the bag. So you can just kind of fold that over if you like and put it into the bag.
All right.
So we've got the bag up here. fit this one in first. You can see how this one's a little bit more bulky than the other one, so it's easier if you just fit this one in first. And they've done a great job at leaving enough room in the bag where you can easily fit these in there, plus the fitted sheet.
Okay, LUNO.
Yeah, LUNO. Yeah, you can buy it, I think, direct, but you can also get it from like Owl Vans or Canyon Adventure Vans or any of the outfitters that are out there. So pretty straightforward. And
Very
of course,
nice.
I'm fighting it just a little bit here because I didn't do something right. There we go. If you put your hand down in between those, it makes it go down a little bit easier. And then you've got plenty of room to fit the fitted sheet right into there.
Very nice.
Pull the drawstrings. And usually I just do a quick tie on that, and you can do a double tie. Super easy to let loose, but that's good. Now you can put it in the garage or wherever you want to store
No,
it
that's
out,
great.
and you're good to go.
Yeah, that's comfortable and easy to do.
Yep, great.
And compact for a 6'1", 200 plus male.
One
Pound
tip
man.
that I will make that would be helpful for you is like, you never really want to be in a situation where this is not charged up on the night that you need it. So usually make a habit of at least charging it up an hour before you do it, or right after you get done in the morning. That way you can let it charge up and kind of get it going, ready for the next night.
And make sure the power button is off while you're charging.
That's right.
Very nice. The LUNO system with the power pump, rechargeable power pump, and the, I'm going to remember the name of your van here.
Good luck.
I want to say Titan.
That's pretty close though. Tiffin.
Tiffin GH1. There we go.
There you go.
Yep. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.